Okay, this is Math 7. We are on page 244. We're doing section 8.2, and we're doing Explore Activity 2. So we're looking to see how we can use a protractor and two angles and an included side. So I'm going to rewrite triangle 1, which we want to draw with a 30-degree angle, an 80-degree angle, and a side of 2 inches. So let's try it. Let's see if we can make that triangle. So down at the bottom of the protractor, we're going to draw our 2-inch line, right? And I'm going to put a little dot at both ends. I went a little over, and that's not really that big of a deal. Or you use a protractor like this. You put the dot right there, and then you line up the line with this line on the inside here, right? As very best you can. That should be at the 0 point. We know that 90 degrees is up and down. So we know that whichever side we're going to use, whether it's the outside or the inside, if we want a 30 degree, it's going to have to be smaller than 90 degrees. There's a 30 degree on the other side, but we want the one that's smaller than 90 degrees. So I'm going to put a little dot at 30 and on the other side, and then I'm going to draw a line. And I'm going to draw a really long line because I don't know where that's going to cross for our triangle. So this is 30 degrees. And then on my other one, this is my 2-inch line. And I know that one's going to be 2 inches. And then on my other one, it's going to be 80 degrees. 80 degrees is all the way up here. Notice this time I'm using the outside one. I know 80 is less than 90, so it's not this 80 degrees, right? That would be more than 90. It's this 80 degrees. So I'm just going to make a little dot right on this line right there. And then I'm going to draw it. And I can draw all the way up to that. I can use the whole space. This is my 80 degree, right? And so I've made a triangle. If we look back on a worksheet, if we're going to do triangle 2 has a 55, a 50, and a side of 1 inch. All right, let's see if we can draw that. So I'm going to change marker colors to brown so that we can keep track of what color we're using. All right, so I'm going to measure 1 inch right here. This is my 1 inch. We have 55. Let me write it out. Triangle 2 was 55 degrees, 50 degrees, and 1 inch. All right, so we line up our little line as best we can. Here was 55. Again, I'm using the inside one on this side because I know it's going to be less than 90. And we'll go ahead and draw that line. And then on this one, I'm going to line it up with a dot. It's going to be right in the center there. And I'm going to use the outside one here so that because again, it's less than 90. It's going to be a smaller angle than 90. All right. And so this was 50, and that's 50, and this one was 55, and that was 1 inch. So will the triangles be unique? I don't know. Let's try it. Let's turn our paper. Let's not even look at this one up here, and let's see if we can draw a triangle that's different. I think that we're going to find that we can only draw one type of triangle. So I'm redrawing triangle 1. It has 2 inches on the bottom. Let's switch it around. Let's put the 30 degrees on this side. 30 degrees on this side. And on this side, I'm going to put 80 degrees. $80 on this side. And what you'll see is that this triangle and this triangle are the same triangle, right? They're just flipped over. It's like if you took your shoe and turned it over, right? They're the same triangle. So giving you 2 angles and one side, 2 angles and one side will make the same type of triangle. They're going to be what we will call congruent, which means they're the same, they're equal, or they have the same measurements.